All right, I'm going to talk about this leaf, and you all are aware of this leaf. We all make use of it from time to time in our homes. We make use of it in cooking, and we also make use of it spiritually. But there is something else I want to teach us about, which I'm not sure many of us know that this leaf can also do for us. All right, my name is Oge. Are you new to this channel? You are highly welcome. To all my subscribers and my viewers, I really appreciate you all. Thank you so very much. You are highly welcome. This is Spiritual Solution, where we share spiritual tips that will help you and I each and every day. So I am talking about basil, which is popularly known as the scent leaf. And here is basil. I know each and every one of us know about this leaf. We use it in our popular delicacy here in Nigeria known as pepper soup. This is basil. Basil is highly medicinal. Basil is also a spiritual leaf. It performs wonders. It depends on what you want to use it for. Now, what I want to teach us about concerning this basil is how to make essential oil from this basil. How to make essential oil from this basil. I'm going to show you the one I made, and this is how it will appear. So beautiful. The color is so amazing. So wonderful. Now, how do you prepare this? How you are going to do this is you are going to get this basil, get it in enough quantity, not just one stem like this. Get enough quantity. And before you do anything, any spiritual work, I always advise us to go into prayers. Pray over this basil. Tell God all that you want. Tell God what you intend to do with this basil, and then tell him what you want, how you want your life to be after preparing the whole thing. So when you are done with that prayer, you wash this, wash it thoroughly. After washing it, you pluck out the leaves one after the other, and you boil it in a pot. Fill that pot with water. A small pot, not a gigantic pot, unless you are making a very big essential oil out of basil. Get a small pot. Put the leaves inside that pot. Add enough water and boil it. Allow it to boil very well. When it's done, then you allow it to cool down. You would see changes in the color. Remember that when you boil basil, the water from that basil is highly medicinal. That water cools your stomach, assuming you are this person that has ulcer and you take something that you don't really need to take. And when it starts reacting, take that water. Half a glass first thing in the morning, half a glass at night. Even if you are not having ulcer, that basil water is highly medicinal. Assuming you have a bloated tummy out of what you ate, or as a woman who is in her menstrual period or before that menstrual period, you feel bloated, you take that basil water, half a glass in the morning, half a glass at night. So that water is not useless, it's so useful. And you store it by pouring it into a container and keep it in the fridge. But in case you don't want to keep it in the fridge, you leave it in the pot. In the morning, every morning, you warm it. Okay, every morning you warm it. You keep on taking it like that until it's over. Now, for the leaves which you boil, that basil leaf which you boil, you are going to drain that water out of that leaves. Drain it completely. When it's done, you put those leaves, or those already boiled leaves, you put them inside a blender. When you put them inside a blender, you get either an olive oil or a cooking oil, a refined cooking oil. When you go to shops, you will see refined cooking oil. There are so many cooking oils that are not refined. They come in different colors, okay? Try and get those refined ones. Or you get original olive oil. Now, when you pour those already cooked leaves inside the blender, you pour some quantity of oil inside that blender. You blend them together. When you blend them together, those leaves will appear so tiny they will be crushed into pieces. Now, when you are done with blending them, get a very clean, if possible, a new handkerchief. Or if you have this draining paper, this kitchen paper that is used to drain things, you place it on top of a plate or whatever you have, a plate or a cover. In case if you don't have that draining sheet, you get a brand new handkerchief. Place it on top of that plate, a soup plate or a cup, and then you pour that grinded basil together with the oil. Pour it on top of that handkerchief, and the oil will drip from there. When you are done pouring it, you will now get the handkerchief together, or you get that draining paper together. You squeeze out the remaining oil from there. As for the remaining basil leaves, the chaff, you throw them away. Now when you squeeze out that oil, you pour it in any container of your choice. This is what you will get. So what do you make use of? How do you use this? You can use this to cook. Assuming you don't really want to add this basil like that into your food, you can add this into your food. If you are grilling a fish, you can add this on top of that fish. If you are grilling a meat or roasting a meat, whichever one, you can add this on top of it. Now, spiritually, how do you use this? If you are this type that you can make your soap by yourself, like myself, the soap I use, I make it by myself because I fortified it. Okay? It's not just for me, it's for my family. So whenever I'm fortifying my soap, I am including every member of my family. So if you are making your soap by yourself and you want basil included into your soap, but you don't want it like this, but you still need the qualities of basil, you need the spiritual performance of basil in your soap, you can now add this. You add this to your soap. While adding it, remember, you will pray. Pray, because it still contains the nutrients of that basil. Here, they are still here. And you know the work of basil. Basil attracts wealth. It attracts wealth. If you are using basil, assuming you have you are going out and you have a purse and you really want, you want good luck to yourself, you want everything good to be coming to you financially, you can pluck a leaf of basil and put it into your purse. But if you don't want, maybe if someone comes takes your purse and see this thing and start asking you questions and you really don't know what to say, to avoid that embarrassment, you add this when you are making your soap. It will still perform that same work. Now, apart from using it to make soap, what else is basil doing for us? Basil dispels evil spirits, negative spirits, everything negativity. Wherever you have basil around you, if you plant this basil near your house, in your compound, anywhere, it will be hard for evil spirits to approach your house. So when you have this, it will still perform that same work for you. You can add a little quantity of this into your cream, into your lotion. It will magnet nothing but positive energy, all positivity. It will also lead you to where you will be blessed financially. It is also highly medicinal, whichever way you want it. Now, this is all about basil essential oil. Basil essential oil. This is how you can do it. Now, how do you store this oil? You can store this oil in your fridge or even in your freezer. If you blend this together with olive oil and you store it in your freezer, it is possible that it's going to freeze, that the oil in it is going to freeze. But when you when you blend it with a refined oil, a refined vegetable oil, like this one, I stored it in the freezer and up till now it didn't freeze. It's still the normal way. So it can be either in the freezer or in the fridge. and it can last for as long as 2 to 3 weeks. Before then, you will finish making use of this. That is why when you are doing it, you don't have to do it in a very large quantity, unless you are making your soap to be in a large quantity. Then you will need more than this size of container. So this is what I want to teach us on basil essential oil. If only you know what basil can do for us, you will know that nothing in basil is a waste. Nothing is a waste. The oil, the water, the leaves itself, they really help us physically and spiritually, health-wise, whichever way you want it. All right. Are you new to this channel? Have you subscribed to my channel yet? I would like you to look down on your screen and click on that subscribe button. I want you to join us fully, because I know that you are going to benefit a lot from my teachings. You are going to love this channel. All my teachings, like I always say, I get them from the supernatural beings. I don't get my teachings because someone else did that. My teachings always come a little bit different from people's own, because it is not my teaching. It is something that God told me to do. And so I want to share it with all of you, because I want you all to benefit just like I am benefiting. All right? This is the Spiritual Solution, in case you have forgotten the name of this channel. And until next time, I am going to give us another wonderful teaching that whenever I get them from the supernatural being. And until then, bye-bye.